Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
You're in my heart, you're in my soul, you're on my mind, girl, don't you know? Any highway, any street, any place beneath my feet, no, not alone, I'm home sweet home.
I'll tell you what, it's so great to have back on the Rock and Review the incredibly talented country music trio, the Flat River Band, Denny, Joe, Chad, and Andy. Guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us, brother.
What a way to open this up with a song that's been charting for you.
Yes.
And it's also
really
on the brand new album, God Bless the Radio.
Yes, we're excited about it, man.
I mean, this thing, releasing in May, and we were talking about this too, Denny, Joe, to where this is going to be a limited run vinyl.
That's right.
So people are going to need to get on the Flat River Band website, order it.
Click and order it, yeah, for sure.
Besides all the shows you're doing, I mean, you guys have been playing all over the country lately. With this new, RV bus thing you've got going. I kind of feel like it's a Where's Waldo, but with the Flat River Band.
Yeah. It's a country and western troubadour.
But I mean, what a great thing to be, you guys are traveling up north, you're playing festivals.
Yeah.
I heard rumors that you may even be on a cruise in 2025.
Yeah.
What's up with that, Andy?
I don't know. It's still a secret. It's still a secret.
We hear there's a buffet involved. That's
Is there? Is there?
Yes.
Well, I got to bring up also on this album, I was listening to the songs, and so many great songs on here. You've got 3 that have already released, but also 3 new ones on God Bless the Radio. And I know that Bill Cody from WSM Radio here in Nashville put the God Bless the Radio as his song pick of the week.
Yeah, what a great honor.
How does that feel? Chad?
It feels great, man. It feels really, especially the Air Castle of the South. You know what I mean? The brothers and I would always, growing up, we'd always try to tune in to WSM there in Southeast Missouri and listen to, groups as Alabama and, Exile and all these other monster artists. And it's great to have, kind of a stamp of approval from WSM on it.
Well, and you guys have been all over the country on radio shows also. And it was, I was looking on your social media, you've got the great little Flat River Band radios also. I know even, Dan Rogers at the Grand Ole Opry has one on his desk. so I'm going to have to put in for getting one myself here for the Rock and Review so I can represent the Flat River Band. But I mean, it seems like those have been pretty popular with the radio people.
They have been. It's been a big blessing. Trying to bring the radio back, you know what I mean?
Totally. Well, and all of us, growing up listening to the radio, and certainly with your guys' hits, you've had songs, and some of our viewers may not realize this, with Larry, Steve, and Rudy, the Gatlin brothers in the past, that have done very well for you, and that music video.
We grew up singing their songs, so it's it only made sense. It's kind of full circle for us, bucket list.
Right.
To get to hang out and record with Larry, Steve, and Rudy, the Gatlin brothers.
And then you guys had a hit over Christmas too with Jeannie Seeley. She's so well known with the Opry and with
Country Soul, Miss Country Soul. Jeannie Seeley. That was pretty awesome.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
It seems like you guys have been mixing up pretty well, and also with the co-writers on this album, with God Bless the Radio, Andy. It seems like you guys are kind of stretching out your wings. And which is also fitting for Wings of a White Dove that came out last year.
I tell you what, it's been a ride and a half this last year. Seriously, it felt like we were definitely in flight on this project. We were able to join forces with NAMI as well, where we had a manager that unfortunately suffered from mental illness, and we were able to join forces with NAMI, which raises awareness for mental illness for Wings of a White Dove, which means so much to all of us, for sure. So,
well, and it seems like you guys are having a little bit of fun with your videos too on social media. You guys are coming from the Flat River Band compound, and having these conversations and everything. I feel like almost you've got your own radio and TV show yourselves now. How did that come together, Chad?
Well, listen, it's a circus. It's a 3-ring circus,
especially with 3 brothers.
Three-ring circus.
It's a 3-ring circus. But it happens, though. We have fun. We have a blast, man.
Well, and some of our viewers may not know the history of the Flat River Band. And once again, as a fellow Missourian myself, you guys had a residency, in Branson at Silver Dollar City, also with Dollywood. And you're multi-generational, with your music. I mean, with your grandparents, with your parents.
I think our grandpa would be proud.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, he played the dobro with us, and my grandma played the upright bass, and we've just enjoying the musical journey, man.
Well, and then also your mom teaching
Yeah.
you, working with you guys on harmonies.
Sing
Joe?
harmony. We
Yeah.
wouldn't. Where would we wouldn't be here without our
Well,
mom.
and it's one of the things too that I think that with the Flat River Band, you guys do so well, and it's so natural. You guys can like harmonize anywhere, and don't you think some of that is from being brothers and just having that natural ability to do it, to work with each other like that?
I most definitely think so. I think there's a thing called genetic harmony, and it's different whenever brothers or family, blood is singing harmony rather than just three schmoes out here singing.
Harmony's not easy. It's like, I always joke, it's like I can't do harmony. My daughter can do harmony. You guys are amazing at harmony. I'm lucky to stay in the tonic key. It's like, if I can find the original, it's like, that's my key.
We can check and relate with
and
that.
you guys just
Yeah,
like sing
check and
all over
relate with that
all over
tonic
the
key.
place, and Andy, it's like, obviously, sounded so great on this album as well. And it seems like you guys are doing a better job in these new songs, particularly with God Bless the Radio, of showcasing all of your talents. Like, some of the opening guitar work on this too, Denny Joe. It's like, it's not just Chad, it's all three of you being showcased.
We're seriously blessed on this record here to get to work with Trey Corley.
Right.
And Trey is, the Grammy producer. He's produced some great records. And
Phenomenal guy.
He's such a talented guy, and be able to kind of take. It's like I always kind of compare it to wringing out water out of a rag, trying to get talent out of us. That's what he's having to do.
Well, and also, I mean, growing up together, when you look at some of the pictures and everything, as you guys growing up, playing in the family bands, it's been a progression. It's like, you've had hits, through gospel and through bluegrass and everything, but certainly with living here in Nashville, as the three of you are, really digging into the country, but also bringing your own flavor and bringing a newness to it. It's got to be fun, Andy, to be able to work with big country artists that you guys listen to on the radio,
Right.
And now they're a part of your musical fabric.
Yeah, it has been great. Like I said, Eric, it's been like a roller coaster. You know what I mean? And our roller coaster this last year, we've been on the just the loop.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just constantly looping, and it's been awesome, man.
It
It's just
seems
been
like to
great.
me too. I mean, obviously, then the next thing you guys are going to be on the Opry soon, right? So that's
Hope
coming
so.
next.
It's a bucket list thing for us,
That's
for
a
sure.
bucket list.
It seems like it's kind of, I mean, with everything else, and besides, you're playing the CMA Fest.
We are playing
on
the
June 9th. You guys are at the Hard Rock,
Yes.
stage. I mean, it seems like you keep checking things off the list musically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's on the bucket list.
It's on the bucket
It
list.
is on the bucket list.
Yeah.
If he gets a nice radio, who knows? But it seems like you guys would really lend yourselves to it with the music that you're performing, and particularly with these new songs. And I was going to bring up also, like The Ring. I really like the stripped down acoustic version, but also having the orchestration on the set.
yeah.
It's like, it sounds very movie-esque to me.
Yeah.
It seems like it should be part of a movie or TV soundtrack. And certainly you guys have been involved with other movies and had your music, on those. But wow.
It's pretty epic.
That was a bucket list thing for me too. When we sit down with Trey and we discussed recutting the song and bringing in some folks from the symphony to play on it. It turned into just this amazing piece.
It's so full.
It is.
When I was listening to it, I was
really
thinking
is.
like, well, I could hear this totally, being in, like opening up a movie or something.
For sure.
It's one of
with
those
these
songs
tracks.
you want to turn up, turn the lights down, and just listen.
Yeah.
And it sucks you in.
There's so much in there.
There is.
But also, I think the acoustic version that you guys have on this new album also shows the depth of the songwriting.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of gets missed today sometimes. But you guys have been working the music videos and everything. But, for a song to hold up like The Ring, stripped down and fully produced,
Yeah.
two very different songs.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
For sure. So when we sat down to write The Ring, the brothers and I sat down in the basement there, and we were like, let's write a song that leaves open for interpretation.
Right.
There's not really a defined ending on the song, but it's just kind of left up for the imagination. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to write the song.
I think you guys did it well. And also talking about with God Bless the Radio, I think it's a nice nod because in this time, so many people are listening, and you guys know because you're on so many playlists and everything on Spotify and all these different digital things. but there's still something about having a record and vinyl, and the photography on here looks incredible, and also with the awesome, album cover,
Yeah.
to where you guys are in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, who did you guys use for artwork and photography on this?
Bill Tyler, he's
Bill
amazing.
Tyler, he's amazing.
He's a great graphics guy.
Yeah.
And
This would make a nice T-shirt too. I'm just-
We're blessed to have him, really. He's been working on a lot of our stuff.
and Barb,
Barbara Potter.
Barbara Potter did the photography. And She's
Wow.
awesome too.
The
She did
photography
that.
looks great. I had
She
to
did a great
download all
job.
the pictures just so I can, talk about the interview.
Darts
you
and
guys clean up pretty well.
You know what? I was just telling Chad that the other day. He cleans up pretty good.
See, you guys do.
Yeah.
And plus I noticed too, certainly you guys are multi-instrumentalists, Andy covering the bass, and then Chad, doing guitar and banjo, certainly you with your mandolin and guitar work and everything. But I also noticed that you brought out a new Eastman. that
Yeah,
you're
I got
using
this.
now.
I got this the other day from a friend of mine up in Kansas City. I love this guitar.
It sounds
It's
great.
a great sounding little guitar.
And you guys are like traveling all the time. I know you've got a lot of new shows coming up too, besides the CMA Fest, festivals and everything all around the country. And in between, you're still in studio.
Yeah, we were just in the studio the other day.
Yeah, we were in the studio yesterday.
We're working on some new tracks, so we're excited.
Really?
About
So
that, yeah.
will those release like this year or next year? Or?
That's yet to be determined yet. So we're
We
still.
just want to get in there and keep pounding out music,
I was thinking too, with everything you guys have been doing with social media and with, the talks you guys do, it's like, you could launch your own like podcast or TV show, and then then I could come on and be your guest.
That would be great.
That would really be great.
Yeah,
We'll have
yeah.
talk with our social media guys about that.
I'm just saying, it's like you guys seem like such naturals.
Yeah.
doing these videos.
We
and all.
definitely have to have you sign a waiver, though. I'm just saying.
It's obvious.
It'd be a release.
Yeah, it would be
Yeah,
a
it would be
release.
a release.
Yeah, several layers of. It's like going to the opera.
That's
It's
right.
like 3 layers of security. Yeah. It's like, really, just to come on the show?
Just to come to your garage?
Just come to your
Wow.
garage. That's right.
Well, and so many people also don't know that you guys have opened up for like Natalie Maines, Alison Krauss. I mean, but it seems like things are really, like Andy was bringing up, it's such a positive swing right now musically for the Flat River Band.
Yeah, we're blessed, man.
I mean,
we really are.
What's next? I mean, who's the next dream artist you want to have on the next song or album?
Well, I don't know. We're kind of.
That's to be determined.
Because it seems like you've really elevated it. I know how many copies of the album will be offered to the public with this limited printing of the vinyl.
I think we're just going to do 500 on that
Yeah.
vinyl.
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll be
Okay.
limited. And what's really, really cool about this, those songs like The Ring, where we brought some orchestra
That's the only
folks in,
place you'll be able to get it is on
you
that
can
record.
only hear
Wow.
that on this, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
on the vinyl. So, yeah.
They're not going to be cheap either.
Well, but also I think that certainly with like talking about the Ring though, with the orchestration and the extra instrumentation, it really lends itself to playing it on vinyl. And I'm still, coming from the same school you guys do. It's like I like having the album, I like the photos, I like the lyrics, I like to know the musicians that you guys
Sure.
had involved in this.
Yeah, for
and,
sure.
and you can't do that with digital music.
No, you can't. Yeah.
So it seems like, I think this is going to be like
It's tangible.
It's
You can-
tangible.
You can touch it.
Yeah, so obviously, your fans are going to have to go to the website
Yeah.
to get the vinyl. You guys are going to have them out on tour with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Including the matching T-shirts for the. Yeah, and it's like, and the radios.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're going to have a separate bus just for merch,
Oh yeah.
That's
for sure.
ideal. That's a big, great idea.
and bringing in all the family.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The whole family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
amazing.
We got a slew of them.
Well, I want to make sure for our viewers, for everything Flat River Band that you guys have going on with the upcoming shows, CMA Fest, festivals, and to pre-order or order their vinyl copy, and also to add all these songs to their digital. Where do they need to go for everything Flat River Band?
FlatRiverBand.com. It's
Bada bing.
easy.
Wow.
FlatRiverBand.com. You can go to you can find us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, the X, and FlatRiverBand.com. Easy.
That's amazing.
Flat
Well,
River
I'll tell you what,
Band.com.
it's always a treat. I've seen you guys perform live several times around Nashville, and it's always a pleasure to hear the harmonies. But what a great job on these new songs and,
Thank you,
and
brother.
putting this album together. And I can't wait to hear the new music you're working on, which I know is incredible as well. But like Andy said, it's like you guys keep upping the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive with the band that's been together, since you guys were little kids.
Yeah. Since the womb.
And I know how proud the family is of you guys too.
They are.
Yeah, and there's always room for more, with the music, and especially with God Bless the Radio. So thank you so much, the Flat River Band.
Thank you, brother.
Joe, Chad,
Appreciate you.
Andy, the Flat River Band. Be sure and check out this new music. However you consume music, I'll tell you what, get the vinyl. You're going to love it as much as I do, and go see these guys live. They're going to be playing all over the country, with their bus. They're going to have the radios and vinyl. The Flat River Band. Thanks for coming on the show, guys.
Thank you, brother.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.